golf, milkshake, hit balls on the range. I mean, that was the dream for me. How you started in golf. So we lived here in San Francisco. My dad was a member at Cal Club for about 20 years. He'd have his usual Saturday game with his buddies in the morning, have breakfast, he'd go play. Then my mom would drop me off at lunch. We'd play 1, 2, 3, 4, cut over to number 9 and grab an Orange Julius milkshake and drive on home. So, it's golf, milkshake, hit balls on the range. I mean, that was the dream for me. So, and obviously it's turned into this. So it's almost like it's spiritual to me, where it's like I go back to Cal Club and I've got memories of a little kid trying to hit flop shots over a fence onto the green, little things like that you remember for the rest of your life. How has your experience on the PGA Tour been so far? It's everything I've dreamed of and more. Playing against these guys, like I said, best players in the world. When you're watching golf, you see Thursday through Sunday, but now you get to see how guys go Monday through Wednesday and, see how guys operate. I think it's been a great learning experience. Every guy's different. Some guys have massive workouts in the gym Monday through Wednesday. Some guys take it easy. Some guys take time off. Some guys like playing. Everybody's different, but they just know how to, they know what's best for them. And so I think for me, picking some of these guys' brains has been huge in terms of kind of my learning curve and why I've had so much success so quickly. Oh, I think I cheated and saw this one. Your friendship with Tony Romo. So I grew up in Dallas at a club called Bent Tree, and he lives right off of number 3 out there, and he ended up joining. And so one day we had a mutual friend and said, hey, you want to come play with us? And so we played 9 holes together, and I think during the COVID break that we played probably 5 days a week for 4 months. And so he's like an older brother. He's been such a great friend. I've learned so much from him. He's talked eloquently about his career, lessons that I can take from it, but at the same time, I think where I've actually really gotten a lot of value from him in terms of my golf game is that he's a guy who always asks questions. He wants to understand his golf swing better, wants to understand his golf game, wants to know how guys are preparing. And there's sometimes I don't have the answer, and I've got to go find it, and I think that's made me better. And that seeing how he operates in terms of just golf and knowing that that's how he operated and how to become a better football player has been very, very helpful for me in my career. What do you like to do outside of golf? I'm a big reader. I know that's a very boring answer, but I love anything from even crime novels to spy novels to even, I really enjoy biographies, especially autobiographies here in first person. The most recent one I read was actually Michael Phelps, his autobiography talking about his kind of upbringing and his training regimen and obviously kind of his mindset going through the '08 Olympics. That's stuff that, getting the first person account of something like that is obviously invaluable. Best advice received from a fellow pro? Oh man. Freshman year of college, and Jim Furyk came up to me and said, hey, just be yourself. You shoot 67 out here, you're gonna have a long career. So I think that was, probably the most memorable comment I think I've ever gotten from somebody. What do you hope to achieve this year? I'm hoping obviously to get a win. I think that would be the biggest one. Every single week. I think really I've been playing with house money this year. I think is really kind of what I've said is that, if I go out and finish second for the next 25 weeks, it doesn't change my status out here. So, winning takes care of everything, and obviously good golf takes care of it. It takes care of a lot of things. So going out and winning one this year, I think is definitely the biggest one. All right, last one. Dream 4-ball, dead or alive, celebrity or golf? I'll go with, I don't belong in this foursome at all, but probably Tiger, Tom Brady, Tony Romo, and me, and I'd love for Tony and I to take on the two of them. Tom, actually, if we stayed in California, would have gone to the same high school that he went to. Our dads are close friends, so I got a signed football and signed hat from Tom Sr. when I was like 3 or 4, and I still have it to this day. It's kind of funny because they see Tom as the kid in high school who drove a VW Bug, and now he's got 7 Super Bowls and is the best football player that's ever lived. All of them always shake their head at it. Obviously, Tiger being everyone's role model in golf, everyone loved absolutely everything he's done. And obviously me being basically right up the road and seeing him do it when I was 4 and winning by 15 and thinking it was a video game. you know, Tony being a great friend. So I don't belong in that foursome at all, but it definitely would be fun to be a part of.